What lies beyond the final exhale? Does the soul shatter into silence, or does it pierce through veils no living eye can see? Greetings, seekers of the unseen, to a journey into the ultimate unknown. Today we step into the shadowed depths of the Bardo, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, a cryptic compass for the soul's passage beyond life. Picture a sacred whisper guiding you through the chaos of existence's end. That's the Bardo. And no, this isn't some dusty relic of rituals. It's a living map, charting the wild terrain of what comes after. This isn't about death's finality, it's about transition, a manual for crossing thresholds, decoding the enigma of being. Prepare yourself, for we're about to plunge through this portal, peel back its secrets, and maybe glimpse what it truly means to exist. The Bardo flows from the mind of Padmasambhava, a near-mythic titan of Tibetan Buddhism. Hailing from India, he carried the flame of enlightenment to Tibet in the 8th century, earning the title Guru Rinpoche, precious teacher. But he was no ordinary sage. Padmasambhava was a mystic wizard of the spirit, a yogi wielding esoteric arts and untamed insight. The Bardo sprang from his fierce compassion to shepherd not just the living, but the departed, offering liberation when breath fades. From his youth, he shimmered with otherworldly gifts, a Mahasiddha whose spiritual mastery unlocks siddhis, powers that defy the mundane. When King Trisong Detsen summoned him to Tibet, he arrived in a land pulsing with shamanic rites and the ancient Bon faith. Tibet then was a cauldron of wild spirits and untamed beliefs. The Bon deities, fierce guardians of the old ways, clashed with this new tide of Buddhism. Padmasambhava didn't conquer, he transformed. With tantric mastery and ritual fire, he wove Bon's essence into Buddhism's fabric, taming spirits and forging unity. From this fusion rose Sami Monastery, Tibet's first Buddhist stronghold, where he unveiled teachings on the mind, the cosmos, and the endless wheel of samsara. In Tibetan wisdom, death isn't a full stop, it's a doorway. Padmasambhava saw that when life slips away, the mind awakens, unshackled from flesh, raw and open to truth. He knew this fleeting window could spark liberation, or trap the soul in illusion. His Bardo became a lifeline, a chant for the dying, a study for the living, to ready the mind for the Bardos, those between states after death. His vision? To cut through suffering and light a path to freedom, even as the world dissolves. He grasped a radical truth. Many miss enlightenment in life, but death offers a final shot. The Bardo maps 3 realms every soul navigates. First, the Chikai Bardo, the instant of departure. Here, the body unravels, senses fade, and consciousness breaks free. As the last tether snaps, the soul faces the clear light, a blinding, primal radiance, the mind's naked essence, pure, vast, beyond fear or form. Some call it the eternal flame, others the cosmic mirror. For the trained seeker, this is IT, the chance to merge with the clear light and claim liberation, nirvana, in one breathtaking leap. No rites, no rules, just raw recognition of the self as the light. All karma, all masks, dissolve into peace. But for the unready, this brilliance is too much. Fear claws, attachments pull, and the mind recoils, fleeing the truth. Miss this moment, and the soul tumbles into the next Bardo, where shadows thicken. Second, the Chonyid Bardo, the realm of visions. As Jung mused, our gods and monsters are echoes of the unseen self, vivid, haunting, until we face them. Here the soul drifts, bodiless, in a boundless dreamscape. The mind's depths erupt. Every buried hope, terror, and longing takes shape. These aren't random phantoms, they're karmic mirrors, reflecting lifetimes of choices. First come the peaceful visions, luminous beings, Buddhas, or radiant guides, glowing with the soul's highest virtues. They shimmer with calm, a call to rest in grace, but to the untrained eye, they dazzle too brightly. Alien, overwhelming, the soul hesitates, turns away. Then the wrathful visions rise, fierce, jagged deities born of rage, fear, and untamed desire. Grotesque, yet not evil. They're the mind's wild edges, screaming for recognition. In the Chonyid Bardo, the soul swims in a sea of its own making, unshackled from flesh, raw and alive. These visions hit like lucid nightmares, sharp, electric, more real than life. Every suppressed whisper roars free, yet they're gifts, chances to see the self whole. The aware soul knows, peaceful or wrathful, these are illusions, mind-spun shadows. Spot the clear light amid the storm, and liberation dawns, but most cling or cower, lost in the drama, missing the sun behind the clouds. The Bardo Thodol urges, train now, unravel illusions, seek the mind's core, so when visions flare, you stand unshaken. Fear and craving block the way, the wrathful forms terrify, the peaceful ones tempt, and the soul falters, tethered to samsara's wheel. Freedom lies in seeing their emptiness, shunyata, where all's a fleeting dance of thought. Grasp this, and the chanyad becomes a mirror, not a maze. It's no torment, it's revelation, a test of readiness for the infinite. Third, the Sidpya Bardo, rebirth's pull. Here the soul nears its next chapter, shaped by karma's unseen threads. Every deed, every whisper, steering the course. After dissolution in visions, the mind grows heavy, yearning to be again. This craving drags it toward a new form, a new life. Karmic echoes, fear, love, anger, act like magnets, tugging the soul to its match. A heart full of unrest might draw strife, a spark of compassion, a gentler dawn. Visions shift, flashes of unions, glimpses of wombs, symbols of life reborn. The Bardo Thodol warns, stay clear, detach, see through the pull, or instinct will bind you to fate. For the lucid, this is the last stand. Reject rebirth, merge with the clear light, and break free. But for most, the storm of desire rages. The soul doesn't choose with logic. It falls, drawn to a body that mirrors its unfinished tale, a canvas for growth or struggle. Each rebirth is a lesson, a chance to evolve, yet the unaware spiral into suffering's echo. The wise, though, can halt the wheel, pierce the illusion, claim the light. Preparation starts here, in life. Meditate, face your shadows, loosen the grip of want. Master this, and the Sidpya Bardo becomes a doorway, not a chain. The Bardo Thodol isn't dogma, it's a tool, a lens for the soul, a guide to our depths. Death isn't the end, it's a gate, a reset, a question. As mystic Alan Watts put it, you don't die, you wake up. So what of us? Are we bold enough to shed our illusions, to love fiercely, live fully, and meet the unknown unafraid? This text dares us to look now, so death becomes not a loss, but a homecoming. If this trek through the void stirred you, share it with a fellow seeker and hit subscribe. Drop a comment, what pulls you to the mystery of what's next? The road to truth is vast, and together we'll chase the shadows of existence. Thanks for wandering with me.